Okay, so last week you guys were exploring. Oh boy, did I just delete the page? I might have.
No.
Well, that's okay. You guys are pretty much done in it. I definitely did delete the page. But okay, so you guys were just finishing up exploring the twisting, watery caverns that you found underneath the castle on the island of Karas, where you had tracked down the water cult. And you guys had just finished dealing with the Hydra that was nesting in a cluster of ruined ships. When after that, you guys took a look down the last waterfall into a grand chamber, where you saw an island with a stone plateau in it, and above that was a huge watery orb portal. And at the time, you saw a person kind of gesturing, talking to something. Um, and at that point, you guys basically had a quick powwow, discussed what you're going to do, and attempted to stealth into the area. But the inhabitants of that cavern were more or less ready for you guys, having secretly detected you. And the creature that you had not seen prior to, a aboleth, a strange alien-like fish monster, had uh, telepathically taken over Kelnozz's mind. And when you hatched your plan with Bryn in the arms of Kelnozz, Kelnozz instead dropped Bryn from the highest heights, throwing off your plan, and well, didn't put too much of an onion in the ointment, as you guys were able to start taking control of the situation. The water cultists called forth the water elemental demigod Ohydra, and you guys were able to grab the enchanted trident, throw it back into the water orb, and close the portal while dealing with the aboleth. So that's pretty much where we left off. And um, as the water portal closes and a sense of peace kind of becomes over the cavern, you guys are kind of regrouping yourselves after the battle. Uh, Grage and Eikooc, you guys had been off in the north part of the cavern fighting this aboleth, this creature. Uh, about a minute after the fight ends, Grage, you feel fine. But Eikooc, as you kind of try to catch your breath after the battle ends, you feel desperation as the breath does not come. And you look down at your hands and you see that your skin has turned a slimy, translucent color. And you feel yourself suffocating while you stand up there in the air.
Well,
Always
good. Do I get the feeling that if I go underwater, I can breathe?
You do feel a urgent need to go into the water, as if the sensation of when you're underwater and you're bursting for air reversed.
All right. Well, I'll yell to Tharhun. Tharhun, save me! And I go underwater so I can breathe.
Is it like a curse?
Do we have a way of kind of detecting what this might be? Like some kind of poison or a curse or?
Make a nature check. Or an arcana
Druid.
check.
I can take care of you.
Druid, fix
Nothing that a little pine needles can't fix, and a nice tea.
Okay.
Bryn, you're not familiar with the scenario enough to have any insight on it.
Here. There. Let me. Is this touch spell? Yes. I come close to you and put my hand on your forehead. There, little creature. I will restore you to your former state.
Oh, seems pretty good.
Nice. Sure, it's nice.
And I spend 100 GP of gems.
So as Ashbark's golden light kind of shines down on you through the water, Eikooc, you feel a wave of restorative energy and your skin seems to go back to normal, and again you feel the ability to breathe air.
Whew. That wouldn't have been a nice way to live the rest of my life.
That was a close one.
At this point,
There
it's not a huge issue for you guys, I figured. I went halfway through the week, and then I was like, yes, Grage and Eikooc are both going to have this, and then I was like, oh yeah, Eikoc's a monk. Damn it!
Where did that come from?
Yeah,
Underwater creature.
Oh,
it had that
right.
mucusy kind of film around it that whenever they got close, I had them roll constitution checks.
Oh man, I ate so much of that.
Yeah. Okay. So there were a couple of large floating water orbs in this cavern, very much like the one that you originally encountered when you first went down the stairs into this to this watery cavern that had kind of started slowly moving you in a direction. So from here, where are you guys gonna go? There's damn, I really should not have deleted that thing. But you guys can always retrace your step, or there are certain caverns in this dungeon that you could still investigate.
We should explore further still, I think. There might be some cultists hiding in the caverns deeper.
Oh, did we actually stop the main guy? Yeah, we did, right? Yeah. Yeah, we threw a trident into the thing. Okay.
He warned us that we're already late or potentially can't stop the wave that's coming.
Well,
Stop.
we can't remain here then. We must head back to the city and see if we can. Hopefully the city's been able to defend itself somewhat.
But we can find some clues maybe as to where the next location is. Some letter with a plan or a map with a cross on it. A red X.
Possible, or just fat loot.
Or just fat loot.
So
Got the right idea.
So Eikooc was right there, just to let you know. You guys were told that Boyle Stormcaller had previously left the island heading for Terrain.
Oh.
Yeah. There could be stuff to find in the dungeon still, though, so it's up to you guys.
I can't teleport us away right now.
No?
Nope.
Can we mist form?
Nope.
Oh crap, can we Eikooc, can you teleport us back to the city?
I'm not sure if I got the thing for that one. The circle. No,
We
I don't
didn't?
think I did.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Got distracted by the casino.
Ah. Our only way back is to commandeer a ship or something?
Well, we could fly,
Can we?
rest, and misty, whatever. Like if we rest, we have lots of options.
Oh yeah, if we rest I can teleport us back, but that involves a long rest.
That's maybe time that the city cannot waste. But then again, if we have to sail all the way there.
Yeah, let's take a multi-day ship journey.
Okay. We can explore this dungeon further, take a rest, and then find a tree, and then we can be back.
Seems pretty good.
Or we can wind form back, whatever is the choice of you guys.
The tree is instantaneous. We should probably do that. But
Okay, well, right now you guys are kind of in the middle of the big, large cavern that had the stone island in the middle, and there was the waterfall to the north that you came down, and there are also 2 waterfalls to the east or west that are leading into this cavern, and the floating water orbs.
We sent Bims to explore. Tell us where the good place is.
We can look at the map on the YouTube video, I think, that Bob posted.
No, we'll just go Theater of the Mind. There's really...
Okay,
I don't,
not much.
There's not too much denizens left here that you guys are going to encounter.
Well,
okay, so Kelnozz lets you know that Bim sends Kelnozz sends Bims up the waterfall to the east, and after a few moments, puffs back, and Kelnozz lets you know that there's a water-filled cavern with 2 rocky plateaus in that area, and it seems to be empty of any cultists.
the loot?
maybe behind the waterfall.
It's up the waterfall.
Oh,
Yeah. Like the waterfalls are all leading to this big area that you guys are in now.
oh yes. Yeah. Are there any stairs around, or any sort of like way that one would ascend to, like the next level where the waterfalls are going?
Make an insight check.
We could try and get the bubbles.
Yeah, the bubbles.
That's what I was going to make you roll for, is the bubbles. The floating bubbles here seem to be a transportation system through the caverns.
Are they also going up the waterfalls?
You'll have to get
way
in
to
and
find
find
out.
out.
Alright. Is there a bubble around?
There's 2
Next
bubbles.
week.
Bi-
Okay.
Put
I hope
Bims, we put Bims
There's
in a
a bubble.
bubble.
On the east and the west.
I hope in the west bubble.
Okay, so as you jump into the bubble, I can't remember if you did it the first time around, but you get the immediate sensation as you step into this bubble and start floating into it that with this magical water, you don't feel the need to breathe air, and the bubble slowly starts moving towards the waterfall that you guys had originally come down through to the north.
Oh. No. I don't want to go back. Can I jump out of the bubble as soon as you realize I'm going in the wrong direction? Okay. I jump out. And I jump into the east bubble.
Okay, so on that bubble, it starts heading to the waterfall to the east.
Okay. So I remain in that bubble, feeling that nothing can go wrong and I'm perfectly safe.
Okay, so kind of fairly slowly, Ashbark starts floating in this bubble through the cavern towards the eastern side cavern, towards the waterfall. What is everyone else doing?
So Ashbark's going to the east of the cavern.
Yeah.
Can we kind of search around and see if there's any passages maybe behind one of these waterfalls, or are they like Niagara Falls, where I guess there's a passage behind Niagara Falls that's bad.
You can make an
They're big.
investigation.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
is it like crushing water coming down that we wouldn't be able to?
If you just want to look
see
around and
behind,
spot
or-
one, then you need to do a perception check. If you want to look, you can do that too, but Ashbark will keep floating away as you do so.
I'm
Okay.
perfectly safe.
I follow Ashbark.
I'm gonna take a quick look and
Okay.
note which direction Ashbark is going.
Do a perception check.
Ashbark and Grage now.
You are fairly certain there are no hidden passages from what you can see.
All right, I turn tail and scurry after Ashbark and Grage.
Okay. Is everyone going with those
Yeah.
guys?
I'll follow as well.
All right. You know what? Give me 1 second. So I need to-
I have no idea where this bubble is taking me, but hopefully up the waterfall. Where the clues are. That will help us. Tame the elements.
All you can do. I always make sure I'm behind Tharhun. Sense of self-preservation.
Tharhun looks a little worn out from all the battles. He's pretty.
Oh no, I see that you... Is this an accurate health representation on the board?
Well, it's not just his like wounds. He's a little wounded, but it's more his various abilities have been drained, I would say.
Yeah. True, we're worn out. I don't have wild shapes, I'm out of high level spell. Let's go forward. Find the loot. What?
I think Bob left.
Sorry, I was trying to fix the situation. You guys should now be on the right page again.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. Let's make this slightly smaller. I did not know how I deleted the wrong page, but that was not very smart.
Nothing's hidden.
Oh my god, I see. Oh, over here there is some treasure. And over here there is also treasure.
It's alright. The NPCs will be hidden. Alright, so Ashbark is basically getting to this point here where he's at the bottom of the waterfall and the bubble starts lifting up. This is a 40-foot rushing waterfall. Ashbark has a way up. What's the rest of y'all doing?
It's a rushing 40-foot waterfall.
You're muted.
Like I get. Can we? Is there? There's only room for one person in those orbs.
Yes. Nelson,
Oh, well.
you're muted. We didn't hear what you just said.
Sorry. Are there any bubbles that are coming to replace the one that Ashbark came in, like before? Like a line of bubbles?
There is not a new bubble yet.
I look at them into the eyes with a sad face as they float in the bubble.
Well, I can fly actually.
Oh well.
I have flying boots, so I can fly up after you. I'll do that.
I'll just wait for the next bubble. Hopefully it'll come.
And Graging to just walk on
I
air.
have to wait for a bubble as well.
Kelnozz has a banjo he can play. He can play his banjo, or I don't know if he needs spell slots or whatever to do that, probably, but he can make someone fly.
Probably a spell slot thing. Maybe.
Probably, yeah. He's probably out of slots.
Oh shit! Sorry, wrong button.
Okay. So Ashbark gets to the top of the waterfall. Those who are flying go with him. As his bubble leaves this cavern, another bubble does appear behind him.
Is it one person per bubble, or can we do two? Or...
It is a one-person bubble.
All right.
I'll keep a watch. Yuck, you take the next bubble.
Okay, I'll jump in.
Bryn, you don't have health.
I'll be alright.
Yeah. When you come up, I will.
As long as the bubbles keep coming.
Yeah, as long as the balls are there.
Okay. So Ashbark and Tharhun, as you guys enter into this cavern here, you can see it's another fairly large cavern, and on the water here there is a crude stone hut that perches atop a stony island in the midst of a wide pool. Water drizzles from the cavern ceiling and a roar of waterfall echoes throughout. You don't see any people or creatures though.
Yeah, I kind of like try to. Oh, excuse me. I get into the bubble here because I want to wait for everybody to sort of get up. Because I want a clear vision of the view. I try to. Because we fought enemies before, so I want to see if this is actually safe. Like, what is this place?
Okay, go ahead and move yourself out of the bubble then.
Yeah, I'm going to go here. What?
You guys are still water walking, correct?
Well, I don't know. It lasts only an hour, so I don't know if we all have water walk right now.
Okay. Let's say you probably don't then.
Okay,
So in
how
which case-
deep is this?
The water is generally 20 feet deep,
Okay.
and near where the water goes over the edge, it becomes quite strong.
Okay. Well, just knowing that, just before I jump out of the bubble, can I cast a spell on myself?
Yeah, you can cast a spell inside the bubble, yeah.
Okay, so I cast a level 3 water walk on myself.
Okay.
And I use spell slot. Bam! And I jump out of the bubble and perceive for imposters.
Okay, make a perception then.
Like, is it safe to continue?
You don't see any threats.
Okay. I look at Tharhun, how he's handling himself. Oh, he's flying. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just flying behind you.
Yeah.
The coast looks clear.
Coast looks clear, indeed. I perceived with my own eyes. Shall we go forward or wait for everybody to jump up?
Oh, well, we can wait a little bit for them to come up here. That seems prudent.
How much is a little bit? How fast is this thing cycling?
It goes quite slow. It goes like 10 feet every 6 seconds.
Oh, well, let's step a few steps forward, Tharhun.
All right.
We're next to a waterfall. Like, we'll need us to find a safe place where the people who can't fly or walk on water or Grage can safely stand and not stand, but sort of like are out of harm's way from the water. I'm nudging you to go forward. Let's go forward.
All right, if you insist.
A couple of steps. Not too much. Just a peek.
So by now, Eikooc hovers up over the lip of the waterfall, and another water bubble appears back in the cavern.
You see, it looks good enough.
I'm the last one in the cavern, right?
Well, if you wish, come next. So I can touch you.
We still got Kelnozz down here too. I'm not 100% sure his abilities.
Okay. Well, let's get Kelnozz in the next bubble, just so we're not leaving someone who's very apt for hostile takeovers by demons and fish people and other things alone in the dark.
I'm pretty sure Kelnozz told me he was just kidding and just dropped you for fun.
Well, there's that too. Just wait till the bubble gets halfway up.
So what's happening?
I'm waiting till the bubble's halfway up and then I pop it.
Kelnozz's bubble.
Is Kelnozz getting in the bubble? Is that the idea?
Yeah, I think Kelnozz is getting in the next bubble. And then it's just me that's left in the cavern, right?
I was playing Ashbark, then I went and got a snack, so I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be.
How would you like to get up the waterfall?
Ashbark touched me with his magic hands.
No, what? No.
No?
Count me out of this. I have not... Like, the water walking from before, I believe, is expired, if I'm not mistaken. And none of you can walk on water for free, I believe. Oh, did I cast an additional one on you? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I didn't
probably scamper up the stone walls pretty quickly.
Yeah. And then...
Yeah, I'm gonna scamper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make either an athletics check or an acrobatics check. Okay. So you do find it a little bit challenging with the rocks being slick, and daintily might not fit the right word. Might be more cautiously, but you do manage to kind of hop from ledge to ledge where other people wouldn't even necessarily see a normal place to put their hands, and you're able to ascend the 40 feet and jump into the waters on the other side here.
I'm back, baby.
Is Eikooc staying in the bubble when he gets to the top?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Ride the bubble.
Okay, so we have to be in front of the bubble, Tharhun. Oh god. I make sure to be in front of the bubble. Just...
You should fly over this house.
No, you're... Okay, wow.
Like, you know.
So much for...
Okay.
I fear not houses.
It's a stone hut. There's a door.
I'll be here.
Closed.
Maybe we can rest in there. Not leave this cursed waterland.
Okay, so now, Bryn, what are you doing?
I'd like to take the final bubble.
Okay.
I'm the last one and below the waterfall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Orb
so
starts shimmering as a god hand reaches out for you.
I whip out my wiener, give it a wiggle waggle.
Okay,
Then what
so
happens?
Stage fright. All right. So as Bryn starts slowly drifting towards the waterfall, what are you guys doing with this stone hut? You just passing it by, or looking closer, or?
Well, I assume we don't hear any noises from in there, do we? With all the water noise around. I keenly try to hear for any sort of any noise from in there because I'm expecting complete silence.
Make a perception check. You hear nothing.
I hear nothing. I convey that further. Shall I open this strange door, Tharhun?
Very well. I ready my greatsword.
Oh, there's nobody in there. It's okay.
I don't trust closed doors.
You guys tell me what. You guys open the door?
Yeah.
I think we gotta open the door, no?
We open the door. I open the door. I come and kind of like push
Okay.
Tharhun and open the door.
Okay. Inside, you suddenly see 2 hammocks, and they're made from fishing nets. And you can see there's some clothing, weapons and belongings. Nothing really valuable or especially well made. It looks like this is maybe like a guardhouse or somewhere where a couple of the cultists would have been stationed.
Strange. Are there any distinct kind of like papers or envelopes or some distinct objects maybe close to one of the beds or drawers?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just the weapons, clothings, and kind of like general belongings, soldier belongings.
Well, I personally lost interest. There's nothing in there. I don't think.
Meanwhile, Yacht continues drifting further into the cavern.
Hey
Oh,
guys.
Oh no. I'm trying to catch up with this low bubble using my tiny feet.
Okay. So are you gonna stay ahead of the bubble there?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try as much as I can to be ahead of the bubble.
I'll stay with Ashbark.
While Grage is like swimming, backstroking.
I'm good, don't worry.
Yeah. I
More
know.
endurance. Not even tired.
All right. So just give me 1 second here. All right.
Oh shit! Sorry, I know. I just realized that for water walk, that up to 10 willing creatures from one cast. I thought they had to cast it 10 times or increase the level. Can I rewind in my head and cast water walk on all of us? Because I didn't know I could choose everybody with this one
Sure.
level 3 spell. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Grage, you're walking on water as well. You were correct.
Nice.
Alright, let me just make sure I got the right place here.
We can all walk on water again?
If you choose to.
Well, that changes everything.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I tripped out. I thought I have to cast it as higher level spell to include more people.
I'm still gonna relax in this bubble for now. I'm enjoying the ride.
Okay, so how are
Chill.
you guys approaching as you walk through this cavern here? Are you
I'm still wary. I mean, cautious.
you will roll stealth in that case.
Ugh. Oh. Okay.
I'm in a bubble.
You cannot be stealthy at all.
What's a stealthy bubble? It's not like the bubble's going woo 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 woo.
No, it's just an ominous bubble floating,
It's just a bubble.
and a wizard in it. Like,
All right. So, as you are walking through this cavern, you can kind of hear over the kind of dull roar of the waterfall in the background. You can kind of hear the sound of like snickering laughter bouncing off of the walls ahead of you. Sounds like mischievous.
oh,
Can we hear an example?
Like, hey.
are they children there?
I don't trust children. I lower my greatsword.
Wait.
Fuck
And
those
I
guys.
basically I telepathically transmit that to Eikooc and Tharhun, whoever I can see, that there's a laughter in front of us up ahead. Oh, Eikooc jumped forward.
Yeah. And so will this bubble as soon as I can get my little pointer on it.
Ahead of me.
Oh, but I'm trying to keep in front. Eikooc, like there's people in front. Maybe we can be stealthier.
I can't select the orb, but I guess you're in charge of the orbs.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
okay.
select the RB. Use the force.
Yeah, I can't select the orb.
Use the Schwartz. Yuck.
Okay, well, as you kind of scurry to get ahead of the bubble there, Ashbark, you can see that the water ahead here just kind of turns into a cave to the northeast, and you can feel under your feet here the water get much colder, and frosty mist seems to be hanging in the air in that cavern, from what you can see here at least.
Ooh, something eerie, something spooky. Well, if Eikooc chooses to continue being in the bubble, I try to scurry in front and be as stealthy as possible and look around through the forming mist.
I'm acting as a mechanism to push Bob, to allow Bob to push us ahead.
You're doing a good job.
Okay, so you can see that frosty mist does indeed fill this cave, and icicles and water crystals glitter along the ledges, the ceiling, the walls, and a brittle crust of ice surrounds a central island upon which crouches 3 or 4 small, icy-looking kind of impish creatures that you recognize to be as a mephit.
Oh,
Is it
Five.
Method Man?
5 humans are spread-eagled against the far wall, frozen to its surface, their skin black from frostbite. Some hang upside down or sideways. Some are missing fingers, hands, or feet. The Mephits seem unaware of your presence.
Mephits are usually not friendly, right? I can assume they're demonic things.
Got bodies on the wall.
Well, maybe they've done bad things. I don't know.
Body's smiling.
Their temperament seems the temperature is different depending on what element they're connecting with, but they're usually not nice. They're usually evil creatures.
Okay. Well, I tell you, there's some methods up ahead. Maybe it's time to get out of the bubble.
Down in the bubble.
Or I mean, maybe they can't reach you there. You can maybe get out of harm's way.
All right, I'm going to throw a fireball into the room, and then get out of the bubble.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Just have to find my spell.
I mean, you could stay in the bubble and just like float around and toss fireballs.
It's a pretty good roll.
All right. Okay, so that roll is high enough that they all will die even if they pass their saves. So
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get out of the bubble.
you broke the system.
Drive-by fireball.
I really wish I could move this damn thing. There we go.
It's a slow-moving bubble.
Just
I mean, we should maybe search the room.
All
But
right,
the bubble.
so there's a huge fireball that explodes in the room, and when the fire dissipates, the ice methods are basically gone, melted. You can see that a couple of the human bodies that were in the wall have fallen down, and they all look charred and badly burned.
Are they alive?
Do you go and get to go take a look?
Yes, I mean, yeah. I step in to take a look. As far away as I can be, but yeah, I'm like, there was a fireball which cleansed everything here.
Okay, if you're as far away as you can be, then make a medicine check with disadvantage.
Ooh. Roll with, well, I'll just roll twice. Minus 14.
There's a chance that they're alive, but most of them don't appear to be breathing.
I mean, I'm personally, I shouldn't care.
Kelnozz is
But-
getting it out.
Huh?
I'm sorry, I'm just saying Kelnozz is getting out of the bubble.
Okay. Well, yeah, I go to the near, like, closer to the corpses because like some of them might be alive. I want to see what they can tell us, like what information we can extract from them after we interrogate them.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Yeah.
All right, you take a look at all the bodies. A lot of them are in bad shape, having been exploded and also terribly frostbitten. They look like they're not cultists. They look like they're various people, surface dwellers. It's hard to get a lot of extra detail from it now.
Do they look like plebs or somebody worth saving?
There is one that has like nicer tatters.
Okay.
But they're all in a rough shape. They've all been kind of kept there and being tortured for a while.
Hmm.
Kelnozz, it's not Kelnozz, sorry, but Eikooc, you float into a room that you guys have been into before. You guys had originally came in here and found a floating dead body, and that's when you guys had taken this underwater passage into the middle.
Ah, this seems familiar. I shout down the corridor. We're near the entrance.
Get at it!
Good. Let's be out of this place.
But wait, I have found a potential resource for a quest.
Quit tickling them. Do something with it, or come with me.
Yes. So would a spell of cure wounds help the guy with a what do you say, a green patch, or?
Oh, with the nicer tatters?
Yeah, no, with the nicer tatters. That's correct.
Well,
Or are they kind of like just starved and?
they were blown up just now.
Fair enough.
It's a good attempt.
They were in a bad situation to begin with.
I'm going to search this guy like with tatters because my friends are bubbling away.
Okay, so we'll keep the 15 there. You do find like on his tatters there's like an emblem. Make a history check.
Very well read. I shall. I have not read a book in my life.
You're not familiar with this icon or emblem or logo that is on the tatter. It kind of stands out to you. You think this is probably some form of identification, like a heraldry of some sort, but you're not familiar with what it is.
Okay, and that's the only thing I find on this.
Yeah.
Well, if my magic can't heal him, then like I leave him some like food and water, spare food and water, and I have to go on my way.
Okay. In the meanwhile,
like I make a mental note to give that to Eikooc. Maybe he can identify the emblem when I get close to the bubble.
where's everyone else in relationship to these bubbles?
I guess I'm gonna catch up to Eikooc. Eikoc's bubble. I'll protect you, Eikooc. I assume you still want to be in there.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Alright.
Just chilling, throwing fireballs.
As I'm getting close to Eikooc, I kind of like wave this emblem when I find. Do you know what this is? Can you help me?
I'll reach out of the bubble and pull it in.
Okay.
Still in my bubble.
Make a history check.
History.
Hope you have read books. Oh, you're
a couple books.
Build it.
Okay, you recognize this as the part of the kind of coat of arms of the capital kingdom of the north, Highwell. So this person was probably a noble connected to the kind of leadership of Highwell.
Maybe we should get him out of this place. Somebody is
He was an important person. If you can heal him, bring him with us.
Yeah.
Why didn't you try?
Yeah. So, given that knowledge, he's probably like looked for and looked at like he's probably important. Can I go back, like quickly and try to like?
He is dead.
He's dead.
Back to
Oh.
Fire.
Well, I mean, if we're like, do we want to get into that? Like,
Okay,
for me
if
to
he's-
bring him back, I don't think we
If
should.
if Ashbark told me he's dead, then I say, well,
Yeah.
we put him out of a terrible misery. Those poor bodies were done for anyway.
Yeah.
We can report his timely demise to his people.
Yep. Oh god, you're going up the waterfall. I'm not sure I can follow easily.
Yeah, that's why I stayed in my bubble.
That's it.
Okay. Are you guys gonna head up the waterfall basically, or what?
Yeah. Well, at some point, there's also the westward region of the caves. We haven't explored much. Which I assume one of the bubbles I did not take was leading to. But yes, I mean,
So Eikooc starts floating. He's almost at the top now.
I try to follow with my less than agile swiftness, and I cannot transform into a cat. What do I need to roll? Athletics? Acrobatics?
Yeah. So are you gonna try and climb up the rock wall? Grage was a little different because Grage can run up walls basically.
Yeah. Grage can do that. Well, I let me see what I have if I have a spell.
Question for you, Borbs. So these orbs that we're in, or the bubbles that we're in, you can only have one person in the bubble. But if I was going up a waterfall, could I dangle a rope and have people hang on to the rope to circumvent capacity limits on the bubble?
To hack the system.
You could definitely dangle a rope, and people could definitely hang on to it. But you'll have to find out what happens when you do that.
Haven't you fallen enough?
Yeah, I have. Oh, I was a little too slow with the rope. Sorry, guys.
Or you can tie the rope on the other side of the waterfall, and we can climb up. But I mean, I can try.
Well, there's no helping with the rope beyond in the bubble.
Okay.
Certainly not going to lash it to a rock to help you out.
I'm gonna try to use my strength and nimbleness to climb. Shall I athletics or acrobatics it up?
Your choice, but do it with disadvantage.
Ah, yes. Of course. Ooh, can I actually cast this cantrip, guidance on me?
Of course, yeah.
Ooh, I cast this guidance on me as I roll with a disadvantage. 8. Like let's the D4. Ooh, I got a 12.
All right, with the 12, you start scrambling up the rocky wall here that is slick with the water, and you get about 20 feet before you fall off and splash down into the water.
Cracking your skull open.
Try again, I guess. I do the same thing.
I'll get out of my bubble now.
Oh,
I'm on the top of the waterfall, so I can just get out of the bubble now.
yeah, show off. I'm gonna try to climb again, if that's okay with the guidance.
Sure. Yep.
4, I immediately fall.
Yeah, you're not even able to get quite as far as last time.
I know. I thought it did that.
Alright, Kelnozz is going to do the same thing. He's trying to get up there.
I cast guidance on him as well. Like, you can do it, Kelnozz. I believe in you. Oh,
He is able to kind of quickly scamper his way up, doing some kind of fancy moves on the way.
sure.
Or
I
you could
try-
probably just Misty Step up.
I don't have power. I'm too tired
He's got
to.
his flying boots.
Oh yeah, I
fine.
do have
Yeah,
flying
you're
boots. That's
fine.
right. So I'll just fly up.
Try again. If I fail, toss the flying boots at me. On 3! Oh,
Keep trying, Ashbark. and
I'll
Vader.
stay here.
Just walk all the way back to the end and get in a bubble.
Yeah.
We'll wait for you.
I mean, you guys can toss a rope. You're all out of bubble.
I could carry one person up probably. I'm definitely
Oh,
strong enough for that.
You could just ferry people. You can fly.
I'm half a person. I am
Yeah, you're right.
tiny creature.
I'm very muscly. I will carry Ashbark up, and then Grage can run up the waterfall.
I fail. I'm so ashamed. I tried 3 times.
Well, I would have been very impressed if you succeeded, but your courage is admirable.
All right, so Grage starts the process once and remarkably doesn't make it up the first time. But kind of picking his route the second time, he is able to kind of leap up without any problems. Are you sticking in your bubble, Bryn?
There's
Yeah.
only one right answer. Yeah.
I'll keep floating along. Float on.
I kind of collect my shape.
We already explored this cage room.
Right too. We did explore this cage room, Brian. Isn't that the room that murder was?
Well, I remember we originally got in the bubbles and then got out at the first room. And then we're like, well, there go the bubbles. Disappearing into the mist.
Yeah. I think this was the room you guys went crazy. And I stay in front of the bubble as well, as much as I can.
Okay. Well, after a few more moments, the bubble brings Bryn to the entrance chamber with the stairway leading up, back up to the surface to the underground river that you guys had followed from the castle. And as you get into this chamber here, the bubble dissipates.
Hmm.
Of course,
Huh.
there is a bubble here that you can take.
Ooh, before Bryn jumps into the other bubble, I would like to rub his shoulders with this plus the moon sickle healing 1d4. I heal you for 11 health.
Thank you. It's quite a good rub.
There is a passage to the west over yonder which we have not explored yet for clues and
And looking at this old map I have, there looks like some interesting things over on that side.
I tried to roleplay without it.
We've banished the god of the water
Scribblings
people.
of a madman. But
Hey, so there's no rush now. We banished him. We should.
What do you mean there's no rush?
I mean, there is a
City
rush.
is under immediate threat.
We
We need to
still
go
are.
save the people.
We're still in search for clues, and which I hope we can not incinerate this time.
I will incinerate all clues.
But what about more treasures to bring back to that village our cause?
How can you think of treasure at a time like this? All those people in the city depend on us.
They do, but we can't teleport without sleeping for a night. Like I think
Oh.
best magical items in this entire dungeon would have been with their best warriors. We've already defeated their best warriors. Let's move on to better magical items.
Or the big part of it, maybe we will find a teleportation device to teleport us where we need to be.
That would be very convenient.
And we don't have to sleep for 8 hours.
Maybe we will find a teleportation device.
You never know.
Scribbles furiously.
Eikooc, what are the odds of a teleportation device being in a place like this?
Never tell me the odds.
Alright, here's what I'm going to say. Ashbark, make a persuasion check.
Oh my. Ooh, can I make a deception check?
No.
Because I know I'm clearly lying to you.
It doesn't make sense. Oh, pretty good roll.
That was pretty good. I think I'll be like, maybe he's right. Tharhun, what do you think?
Well, I asked you for your advice and you said you might be right, so that means we should keep searching for the teleportation device that is definitely here.
Oh, there's definitely no teleportation device. Possibly more magic items and monsters.
Well, I believe we should make way to the city as soon as possible. That's where our mission is. We can sleep on the boat.
He makes a good argument.
If we wake up, we'll then teleport if we're not there yet. It's flawless.
I feel unsafe to spend 8 hours here without fully looking in all the dark places and dark.
No, we're gonna go onto a boat, and then we'll sleep on the boat. I said.
Sleep on a boat. I feel safer.
Yeah, there you go. A nice, safe boat.
No, I mean,
we've never encountered a bad time on a boat.
We have just seen a bunch of boat wrecks here in these waters.
We defeated all those monsters.
Defeated the monsters that were causing the shipwrecks.
What could possibly go wrong?
Maybe the monsters as relatives.
As relatives.
They most definitely have relatives. I mean, the Kraken had to have a mom, right? Right?
Yeah. Thanks. Now, side quest hunting for
Find the Kraken's mom.
Why are we doing this?
Explain how you defeated her son or daughter in battle in great detail.
Then defeat the mom herself.
Prepare for her wrath. Wrath of the Kraken mom.
Alright, let's get out of this place.
Yes.
Agreed. I ascend the stairs.
It became too silly.
Okay, so you guys. Excuse me. You head up the long stairway, eventually getting back to the underground river that led you to this area. And after a few moments, or after about an hour of walking, do you guys? I'm gonna just assume that you recast water walking.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep recasting it. Yeah, I have the spells for it.
You guys reach the metal gate. Back at the castle.
Convenient. There's a boat right there.
I mean, we're gonna teleport eventually. It's faster, I think.
We have to rest on sketchy grounds.
Well, we need a tree for me to teleport. So we need to.
It can't be.
So, as you guys get over this gate and get your feet back finally on land, Everyone make a perception check.
Perception check.
Nothing to see here.
All right. Is this your 11 here, Ashbark? Or is that?
Yes. Unfortunately, yes.
All right. So I just do Grage really quick.
Ooh.
Oof. What about Kelnozz?
Drink of water real quick.
Okay. Grage sees something. I'm gonna wait till Ryan's back.
Oh, can you excuse me as well?
No one stands up. Oh. This is why we need diapers. I'm actually gonna refill my water too.
Alright, me too.
Sorry, did I cause a mass exodus getting my water?
You did.
Yes.
Yep.
You caused me to run as well. How dare you?
I was parched.
I like that word, parched. Because it's so similar to perched. Every time you say parched, I think of like a bird. Yeah.
Wow, Radosh. I never knew that you loved government surveillance drones. Because everyone who does their own research knows that birds are not real.
Oh, fuck. I always wondered because they're like...
They're so weird.
Yeah, they're so weird. It doesn't make sense. I haven't seen one.
Because the U.S. government murdered every single bird between the years 1959 and 2001 and replaced them with surveillance drones.
Cool.
Yeah. And
why did you go through the effort to create so many different types of drones? Why not just say one day, oh, there is one type of bird?
Pigeons for the city.
Yeah.
Owls for nighttime surveillance.
Yeah.
Falcons and eagles are like attack drones.
Did you see the birds are not real founder do his interview like 2 days ago?
That was a deep fake, Kevin.
That was not a
he's come out recently and said that's not him.
Really?
He said the lying media has like hired an actor, deep faked him, and I don't believe it. It doesn't add up when you think about it, Kev. It doesn't.
It was so cringy.
You can actually tell you can tell deep fakes like
yeah, I watched it. It looked like a deep fake.
Yeah, the same neural network types. Like you can tell.
The guy is ridiculous, and he pukes on a live interview.
or was his coffee poisoned?
The birds poisoned his coffee.
He said he was super nervous. Like that's something that could legitimately happen if
Yeah.
someone's super nervous.
The guy was so cringy.
So what are you gonna do? Be like, oh, this is poison right away, right? Like, no.
Ah,
He's got a lot of points. That's all I'm saying, right? Like, why do birds sit on wires? They're charging.
To recharge.
Yeah.
To your phone calls.
Yeah, they're charging. Yeah.
What about pet birds though?
So wait,
Oh.
this theory is an actual theory. I've never heard that that's an actual thing.
Pet birds, Ryan, it's like home surveillance, right? Best thing.
But
for
how
running
do they
the house.
charge?
Solar power, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
I
Checks
mean,
out.
yeah.
Wind power from flapping their wings. It's just they've created nuclear fusion by flapping their wings and powering themselves back up.
I don't know. Could be.
Using power to create more power.
Could be. Yeah.
Such a troll, such a huge troll.
Wow, God, that's so negative. What did this division? Maybe
Yeah,
you should just
let's
do your
let's
research.
talk about both sides.
Let's do your research and then come back later because
Yeah.
you just found out about this like a couple days ago, apparently.
Both sides deserve a voice in this argument. They're
I'm
both
just
equally
saying
valid.
it answers a lot of questions. Right? Birds.
Makes a lot more.
If birds were like it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up, right? Like birds wouldn't do the kind of things they do all the time if they were real, right? Like they'll just go on office windows and look inside the office. What animal does that anyway?
Why do they need a surveillance device that a snake comes and eats it? Like snakes eat birds. Why does their surveillance device need to hatch?
I've never, first of all, ever seen a snake actually eat a bird, like off of a video.
Oh,
sure.
man.
Okay,
Right?
I seen a video.
CG
I did
anything.
Oh, you mean you need to see it in
I've seen
person?
birds eating snakes, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
normal. And as for hatching, have you ever seen a bird hatch?
I've seen turtles hatch. I guess.
Checkmate. Checkmate. And listen, I don't have all the answers. I mean, it's
God damn. I have seen a bird hatch.
They go to a lot of effort to
I've seen a bird
do this.
hatch
I
at
mean,
some
we're talking about the U.S. government, right? They lie every single day, and they do crazier things than make a bird hatch.
Chickens, birds?
Yeah.
See, those last 2 points you make suddenly make it seem plausible.
Are chickens birds? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, because one time, like, I participated.
What
with
else
my
would they be?
father. Yeah, I cut the chicken head off and then I ate its body.
The government
After
makes the
cooking
best
it.
synthetic meat.
Oh.
You can't
Oh
live
yeah, I
without-
like it. I like it. Saves the environment as well.
You probably
This is
thought
true.
that was like bone and stuff there, right? But
Oh, I didn't eat the bone. Like
but
that's
you,
where
you
the
saw it.
yeah.
Yeah. Metal, probably, yeah.
with like cameras inside.
Oh, definitely.
Thanksgiving is just a big it's just a big ruse to get surveillance meat into your house.
Census the government.
Meat that sends signals back to
Did
the
you ever
CDC.
wonder why it's illegal to kill a bald eagle? Anyway, all I'm saying is keep asking questions and do your own research. Don't listen to
Oh
what the
my
media.
gosh.
Don't let the media tell you what to think.
I feel like you're projecting your frustrations,
Oh
Bob.
yes, yeah. Anyway,
I mean,
that will be an ongoing joke for the rest of / not joke for the rest of my life.
I still like birds. They're pretty.
I like birds. Some birds. Ducks are nice. I like ducks. All right. So now everyone's back. We've had a little bit of diversion. Grage looks up in
We
the
got
sky.
another water.
Grage, as you guys are all kind of getting back onto the land, getting your surroundings, Grage points up in the sky and says, "Look! What in the many eyes?" And you all turn to see, in the distance, but growing steadily larger, is what appears to be a sailing ship with a large red ring around it, and it is floating in your general area.
Large red ring.
And after
This is our.
and as it gets closer, you see in the distance in the sky, you see a little dwarven head pop out, and you hear a voice call out, say, "Are you looking for a lift?"
Aha!
And
We got our airship.
your airship lowers down.
Oh man.
We.
You teleport.
Oh. Yeah.
We just stay one step ahead of the airship and it never catches it.
All right, so I assume you guys are all gonna board this airship.
Oh yeah, it's a
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty low, and then a rope bridge is lowered for you guys. Oh, and you see at the front at the kind of I'm gonna not use the right word. At the top, the nose of the ship.
Bow.
bow.
The bow.
The bow.
Isn't that the bow? The back?
Nope.
No.
That's the stern.
Okay. Yeah. So like, you know how sailing ships have like the battering ram.
Also, interesting fact, if you want to tell the difference between port and starboard, port has 4 letters and so does left.
Right.
Now you know.
So.
Okay,
Good.
so on the bow of the ship is the large metal dragon head that you guys had decapitated and set up on the gates of Seaton.
Ooh, the red
Sweet.
ring goes this way?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a halo.
And as you
That's
guys look at it, you can see that the storm orbs have been fastened on long rods that are kind of channeling this elemental energy and seem to be propelling the ship and keeping it aloft.
We need some force fields.
Pretty
So
sweet.
Charlie Chimebeard comes to you guys and says, "Welcome to the ship." And you can see that he's got a crew of 20 Dwarven soldiers that are there with him. And he tells you that below deck he has a small contingent of some of the strongest fighters in Seaton. He says he's brought 20 fair hands and 80 of the Honor Tusk warriors. Grage says, "A sight for sore eyes!"
Cannon.
And he says, Charlie Chimebeard says, "Well, it wasn't quite done, but I got her in the air."
Ooh, what's missing?
He says, "Well, I had a few ideas. We'll have to see if she lives through the next few days."
Oh, she looks pretty sturdy. Good job.
He says, "We haven't named her yet."
Oh, but we gave her a gender.
What?
We gave her a gender. We haven't named.
Well, it's a ship, yeah. I mean,
The air ghost.
the air ghost. I forgot if you guys formally made who the captains and such were.
Unsinkable too.
Too unthinkable.
So Charlie Chimebeard, I guess, looks to Tharhun and says, "Air ghost. Is that what it'll be?"
Crickets.
What do you say,
Air
Tharhun?
stallion, air
Scotty muted?
Oh,
No, I'm just thinking.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to call it the Air Ghost? That's a pretty lame name. No offense.
Yeah.
Oh, it's super
whoever
name.
thought
I
of
only said it because their last one was the Sea Ghost.
ah.
it. Um,
Well,
Way to
lucky
come up
luck
with
it was
a
the
lame
lame.
name, Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely lame.
Like,
I liked it.
we'll call it the Sky Ghost. There, that's like slightly better. Same
That
idea
is
though.
better.
Yeah. It's the Sky Ghost, Charlie.
Cloudion, like a
What?
stallion.
Let's hope it doesn't just mysteriously drive off into the sunset like the last one.
Alright, so
It's not a ghost, it's a deadly. Okay.
Charlie tells you that there is a captain's cabin and a first mate's cabin. And there's also some places to sleep below in the midship. And tells you that there's cargo bay, but right now it's basically just full of the two bottom
Is
decks are
that
full of
is that
commanders.
like a ballista hanging from the bottom in some sort of glass undermounted turret?
Yes.
Well, that's pretty sweet.
Okay, so the sky ghost lifts up into the sky, and Charlie Chimebeard looks at you guys and he says, "Will it be off to Torain then?"
Yes, as fast as you can go. We're wary from battle, but we'll have to rest. But there's an army headed there now, and they're in grave danger.
Warp 9.
Warp 9.
How fast can the ship fly?
He says, "Oh, it'll make the trip to Torain in a few hours."
Damn it, there was an opportunity there.
Yeah.
Well, 3-hour tour or something?
No, I was
No.
thinking something about the Kessel Run.
It's pretty fast. Good engineering, I have to say.
Well crafted.
Yeah.
It's the best flying ship that I've ever seen, in fact.
The only that I have seen. Is there room to maybe put a small garden here and plant a tree? Eventually.
A little potted plant that
Yeah.
Rush can just peel open and crawl through. Oh, you know what? It can serve dual purpose. We get some sort of citrus tree, so we can
Yeah.
also fight scurvy at any time.
Wait, can't I just make plants grow, like, at places?
Only you know that answer.
Yeah, I actually have a spell. They can probably... if you cast over 8 hours and reach the land, so I can just, like, put some soil, enrich it, and, like, sprout a tree on the ship.
Just have like a little potted plant that you can use.
Well, no, it has to be as like, at least big enough for us to enter
Oh.
it, more or less. It can't be it needs to have a trunk.
Wasn't there a point where Seaton was like having trouble living?
Oh yeah, I did that. I
Okay.
fertilized their land. Yeah. So
Good.
definitely what I did at one point. But it takes like a season or two for plants to grow. So like they're gonna be starving for half a year.
Well, I'm gonna spend a ritual and cast Magic Mouth on the ship, so that every time somebody comes aboard, it says, "Ahoy, matey!"
Yeah.
Yay!
Alright, so with this knowledge, it'll take a few hours to get to Torain. How do you guys want to proceed?
So I guess we could just do a short rest then.
When you say a few hours, like long rest, were the number of hours or Elven long rest hour?
Elven long rest hours, yes.
Yeah, like 4 hours. Well, I would certainly like to take a long rest if I can take a long rest faster than everyone else.
Yeah. And
I need a long rest, but if there's no time for that, then so be it. We must defend the world.
I'll be able to tank after a long rest. So
elves could take long rests and the rest of us short rests.
short rest, yeah. Yes. While the ship flies.
I'm gonna use hit dice and whatnot.
Yeah, I'll do some of that.
Can Kelnozz do Song of Rest and all that?
I imagine he can. Extra 1d6.
Ooh.
Everyone take an extra 1 HP.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Balling. I can use 2 hit dice, right? If I'm not mistaken.
You can use as many as you wish,
Yeah, okay.
but
I will
you only recuperate half of your character level on a long rest.
Okay, yeah. So I'll just use 1 more.
Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba.
Half. So I'm level. Okay, so I'll use 1 more. And I'll get them all back. Yeah. Good enough.
We'll use Arcane Recovery to get some spell slots back.
Get 7. I'll do 1 more to top it off. Almost topped it off. It's okay.
Okay, so as the Sky Ghost soars through the clouds, with some of you meditating, the rest of you kind of taking your time to recuperate, the travel is pretty uneventful. But as you get closer to Torain, you can see that the sky is heavy with clouds, dark storm clouds. They don't really seem super severe. It doesn't look like a storm orb has gone off, for example, but you can tell that the city is encased in a huge storm. And as you get fairly close, Chimebeard says you'll probably get there in the next hour or so. You guys can start to see through the haze of the storm in much more clarity than before, kind of the general skyline of Torain, with the large tower in the middle of the city, surrounded by ivory and white stone spires and towers around it. You can tell that throughout the city, what you couldn't tell before the mist is what you can see more clearly now, is there's different colored domes and roofs throughout the city, all in brass, silver, copper, and bronze. But make a perception check, everyone.
Ooh.
A little dopey after all that resting.
Yeah, and it's too misty. The mist is thicker than usual.
Perception. 13.
Dragon eyes.
Okay, let's get Grage. See if Grage is the one who notices again. Okay, so this time Kelnozz is the one to point it out, and as you guys are kind of looking at the city and trying to see what you can of the geography and seeing the storm clouds over it, Kelnozz points and kind of his finger goes to further to the south where the terrain meets the water where the port is, and his jaw drops and says, "What is that?" And you guys can see a giant dragon-like turtle is nestled on the edge of the city, laying waste to the city there.
Shit.
Well, it's pretty big too, eh?
It's a massive dragon turtle.
Uh-huh.
And we will end the session there.